Good afternoon, it's Matt Rogers. It's Sunday, the 9th of the 7th, 2017, here in the Northern Hemisphere. And we are all seeing those changes in the skies, those hammerhead chems, pilots that are still spraying our atmosphere with those harmful toxins. And again, we've got that huge brown dwarf star, Nemesis and Nibiru, that's heading close to our system now. So all these excellent images coming in from fantastic people from all over the world, let's enjoy these images and see those changes. These fantastic images are coming in from Dawn Taylor, another fantastic subscriber that's noticing those changes. And last night I was viewing the moon as well, and again, this is what we saw as well. These dark looking chemtrails, okay, and these brown round colourings in the sky, very, very strange. And the moon as well was moving very strangely. I mean, and it was a lot bigger and a lot brighter, so something huge is reflecting on our system, on those chemtrails as well. We just see this haze all the time. So I'm going to move to another one of Dawn's images. Here is the next image. I mean, look at these strange formations. And this is what I saw last night as well. I studied the moon for about 2.5 hours, and these crazy cream and black colours up in the sky, just very strange. I mean, look how the moon looks and illuminates here on the left hand side. It brightens up and flashes and then dims down again. Something is going on, isn't it? These changes are so evident now as well, and in the daytime we're seeing these rainbows, this reflection again right up in the atmosphere. And I believe that these objects, these heavenly bodies, are reflecting and being cloaked all the time. But I mean, look at this. I mean, you can just see that this system, these clouds, are very much different from the normal clouds that we see in the night sky. Just another stunning image of these chemtrails, these toxins in the sky, and this strange bright colour of the moon that's behind up there in our above atmosphere. And you can clearly see that the whole system, the whole of the sky is completely changed. These formations are very strange, aren't they? And I've had a few people that have sent in emails as well that they look like faces. What are they? I mean, where are they coming from? So again, it's just being persistent and keeping our eyes to the skies. So I will now move to another one of Dawn's fantastic images. This is another fantastic image. You can see clearly those creamy coloured reflections above on the screen there, and you can see where the moon is cut into those chemtrails. It's far too bright, isn't it? And there's a red reflection there as well. Just very strange, and strange formations. And Dawn is very persistent with these images, and she's always looking up at the moon all the time. And there's some fantastic people out there that are doing the same thing. We are all seeing all these strange formations. This is the next image that's come through as well. Can you see that disc, the moon? Is it the moon? We've got to think twice about this, haven't we? Because it's far too bright. It's not like the normal grey moon that we see in the night skies. It's far too bright, and also it's these strange colours on these chem clouds are with it. So there is something that's reflecting, and it's reflecting a lot stronger than it has any other year. Okay, we've got a video that's come in by David Lagan, and he is in the USA, and this is a short video, but he's recognising as well that those pink chems, this pink reflection before the sun rises, and also he's noticed the trees around the world are being harmed. There's dying trees everywhere where he lives, and he's never seen this before in his life. And also I had a message as well saying that media will still, they won't say a word, they will still lie to the members of public around the world. And it's so unfair, isn't it? So again, we the ones have to keep going to show the truth. So I'm going to play this short video. It's 8 seconds long, but it's worth showing you what he saw. And thank you for bringing this footage in. It's just great that people are doing this. What I've done is I've slowed the footage down so we can get a clear view of what's going on. which David has sent in, so let's give this a go. Okay, fantastic work, and thank you again for this. And if you get any more video footage, evidence of those strange skies, these cream coloured and red reflections all the time, this plasma that's coming through, please again send in more video images and other footage. So let's move on to another subscriber's work. As we just spoke then, we've just got another image come in from David. Again, I mean, look at this. There is far too much trash still being sprayed in our skies, and these strange formations, again, these chem clouds. Very strange, and different toxins up there. We're seeing all the patterns now. They are throwing everything up there in front of the sun, so we can't see the truth. Because there's other light colourings in the skies. We're getting oranges and reds and other yellows and lemon colours that are coming from other suns. Other objects, other heavenly bodies that are up there. Again, please view the opposite side. You will see this huge pink reflection coming through from another celestial body, I believe to be Nibiru. So again, thank you, David, for this image. This is spectacular. This next image has come in by Steve Perillo, and he is very persistent as well. This is from the USA. Look at the opposite side where the sun would be going down. Look at this red reflection. Again, we're seeing this red haze coming through behind those chemtrails and natural burnt clouds. So there is something seriously going on, isn't there? We don't see the red horizon all across the horizons, which we do now these years. And as I said earlier on, 2017 is getting stranger by the moment as we keep showing these images. Another spectacular image coming in from Steve. I mean, can you see this strange pink reflection up in the skies to the right hand side? And there's something up there. And again, pointing the opposite side, west, we can see that there is strange formations and light sources. It's a fantastic image. So I'm now going to move on to another one of Steve's images. There is definitely something coming up on the opposite side. I mean, you can see this white plasma. This is the opposite side where the sun has gone down. There's another light source rising, and we really need to keep note of this. This is another one of these fantastic images coming in from Steve Perillo. And there's a light source here. Can you see this on the horizon? And this brightness is coming from our sun, the Sol. But there's a lot of strange colours, isn't there, that we are viewing all the time as they chemtrail as well, hoping to save the Earth, but it's far too late because these heavenly bodies are far much bigger than the celestial body, the Earth. So I'm going to go to another image. Okay, we do have a huge problem, and it's now beginning to be so evident, isn't it, that there is something else coming up from the west side and then dips down again. But eventually, as Earth heads closer to the crossing, the Nibiru system, that we are going to see a sun, a second sun, rise. We're going to see the Death Star, Nemesis, rise on the opposite side as well. There is going to be some spectacular colours in our skies, but again, news media will come out with some bizarre lie to say it's something else. I mean, a lot of these images that we're seeing is from the opposite side. They blast the skies. It's so important to see this. When you see the moon up in the daytime skies, and also the sun heading as if it's coming down on its horizon, please look behind you. Look and notice those chemtrails. Notice that red haze that they're blocking all the time. It's so important that humanity will start to look at that side of the sky, because the government, the powers that be, they are spraying and covering that area so humanity doesn't get to see the truth. So again, Steve, another fantastic image of these chemtrails, also and a light source. Okay, this is another spectacular, fantastic image from Steve Perillo, that you can see that there is another light source heading from east. There's something else that's behind those chems. This is not from the sun. Okay, and it's still mid-afternoon, and look how dark it's got as well, and look at the people driving with the lights on. They do this in the UK as well. They are doing this without realising. They are leaving their car lights on at 3, at 4 PM. I mean, it's the middle of the summer. It's supposed to be a lot brighter. There is a dip in the light of the skies during the afternoon, and this is evident on the Soho charts as well. There is evidence of a dip of light. There is darkness that's continuing into our atmospheres to our skies, where we can see this dark dip in the daytime. So please watch this. You will see this. It will get slightly darker and then light up again. And also, as the sun goes down, we get this yellow or this green reflection. Everything is lit up on the land, a strange colour for about an hour or so. We get lightning and thunder and no rain, and then it disappears. As the Earth's magnetic field is being twisted, there is something wrong with our system, and they don't want us to know. So the big awake, I believe, will be in the coming future. We really will see some very strange formations and very strange skies. We are seeing this now, aren't we? So Steve, fantastic itch as well. You can see that there is something else that's reflecting these red reflections, these colours on the horizon on the opposite side. Again, I mean, look at all the trash that they pump up there as well. Fantastic image. Okay, we've got some fantastic images coming in from a Sandor Kelly, a fantastic subscriber that's viewing the channel constantly, and also really being persistent at looking at those changes, and believes that the system is coming in as well, because it's a true situation, isn't it? It has been coming for a very long time on this 3,600 year ecliptic orbit heading towards our Earth. We are next. We can see the changes now. Now, these images were taken at 7:15 PM from Long Island, and I will show you these images. Again, fantastic. I mean, look at these chemtrails, and look where they're blasting the area of the Sol, the sun, with this object in front of it, dimming the land. So I'll move on to another one of Kelly's images. Just absolutely brilliant. I mean, look at all the trash that they're throwing on up there to hide the truth. The military around the world are doing this to stop the mass, the media, of the public from seeing the truth. Look at the ground. Look at them leaves, the grass. Look how it's all dried up. Look at this red haze in the distance. Can you see this? There's another object that's reflecting from the opposite side. We're all going to see this. It's going to be so clear and so evident shortly and soon. But please, again, I've prepared, and I hope that many thousands of you, even millions of people now, or the billions, are preparing for this. More chemtrails, more pollution, more strange skies, as again the sun is being sprayed upon up there with those chemtrails as the space where there must be erratic now in the inner solar system with our sun, the Sol. More space trash has been reported, and there's been 240 earthquakes being reported in the last 24 hours. That is a big figure, and the figure is going up all the time. There is so much evidence going up there, and I've got a passion to show these images around the world, because it's so important that we see these images, these true photographs that have been taken by different members of the public, subscribers that are viewing the channel, that are seeing the same skies. Okay, now I'm going to move on to another image, because it really is developing now. We are starting to see a huge change. Okay, this image is very interesting as well. I mean, look at the trees here. Do you remember me telling you on another video from another subscriber that sent in images of this strange colour that's reflecting off the trees, like ultraviolet light? It's just the colourings are different, so much different as before now. I mean, all this that you see here is pollution, trash, and there's a light source that's up here as well. But still, people that are skeptics with this, with the chemtrails and what have you, will still think that chemtrails are just contrails. And those that you see on the screen there are just pure clouds, natural clouds that are in front of our sun. But again, I respect those people for thinking like that, because I know that people would get worried about it and be stuck in fear with this whole situation. But the ones that are wide awake, we know that there is a huge problem now, and it's very much evident. So let's go to another one of Kelly's images. These are absolutely stunning. Okay, another fantastic image of those chems and the dimness of the sky as well. Now, another thing I would like to tell you as well, that the seasons are out of whack as well, aren't they? Because these images were taken from Long Island, okay? Now, today, here in the UK, we're seeing the same skies, the same temperatures, the same dimness on the land. Now, we're at the summer period here in the Northern Hemisphere, and many other parts of the world, they're supposed to be in the winter season, are seeing the same skies. So the seasons are out of whack, aren't they? Everywhere is now in its same season, and that is very strange, isn't it? I'm going to show you something with this kind subscriber Kelly has done a photograph from a car window, and you will see on the sea this strange pink reflection and these hazy chems. Okay, now the interesting part of this image that I want to show you here, look on the sea, okay? Now this again is on the opposite side of the sun. Now you can see this pink sort of light source here that's on the sea here, and there's something up there, isn't there? Okay, and all this heavy chemtrailing. Now I know it would be a huge light source reflection that's coming on from something. It has to be something that's up there. Now again, I was in Hull today, and a respective part of the northeast of the UK, and I saw the same colourings on the sea. This reflection that's coming down, very pink, very blues, greens. It's very strange. Okay, and again, the moon is, there's a huge brown and cream light source coming from the area of the moon. Very, very colourful, but very spectacular, but I believe again very dangerous, because these are warnings, true warnings to keep an eye on our celestial bodies that are up there. So again, thank you for these images. Okay, we've got 4 attachments coming through from a Thomas Thor, another great kind subscriber that sends images in and fantastic emails of what he's seen in the past. Absolutely amazes me. And also, I mean, there's so many emails that are coming through from different statements of what they've seen. And do you know what? Again, it really surprises me as well that we have emails from Australia and then emails from the Far East that are saying that they've seen these objects, okay, from the same months of the same years, and they look like the same object. So there is something going on, isn't there? Now, again, you can see this chemtrail that's on the screen, and if you look closely, I mean, the plane is not in the same line as the chemtrail. Can you see this? Very strange, isn't it? I mean, it's in the chemtrail. Something very strange going on there. I mean, are they using... I mean, they're using all sorts of tricks to confuse the public with what's going on up there as well. So, but again, please wear protective eyesight goggles or, you know, sunglasses or whatever, or lenses to protect your eyes when you're videoing the sun and taking images as well. So, I mean, and I'll go to another image of what Thomas has sent in. This is another image, and again Thomas noticed that there was no planes. There were these 2 objects, these ball-shaped objects that just came from nowhere and just floated through the sky together and then descended, disappeared, and then these 2 chemtrails showed up in front of the sun. Humanity are not aware of what's going on. So again, fantastic image and well spotted. Here is the famous halo that we spot up in the heavens. Can you see the trash, the smoky trash, the thick of this toxins. The thickness is just unbelievable. And again, I've said this many times, that we're breathing it all in, as today, to this hour, to this minute and second, every day we are. It's like we're all smoking. It really is. It's going into our lungs, causing problems to our health. And again, I believe this is to cloak objects that are up there in our inner solar systems, to hide Nibiru. It really is. Because if they weren't there, as the Sumerians have said in their tablets, they knew that this 12th planet, the 12th member of our solar system, was spotted and was noticed. It was incoming. They knew what was going to happen. They just knew their fate as it was heading towards the crossing. Again, the sun, as you can see this image, is very white and it's too dark on the land. So, I mean, being observant is the trick, to notice that things are going on, because now it's like a ticking time bomb. The clock is ticking now. So, I mean, thank you for sending these images, Thomas, and if you do get any more footage, please send it in. Again, this is Thomas's last image. Just got sent in. I mean, look at the trash on the horizon. I believe that this smoky trash that you see here and here is from the system. This is not cloudings, and this is what they're hiding. They're hiding the trash that's being brought in from the brown dwarf star, Nemesis, and also with the other heavenly objects. I mean, again, it's very chemtrailed on this image, and it's in high definition. So again, thank you for taking your time to send these photos in, and I will move on to other subscribers' images. These next images are coming in from Jacob Slump. I mean, look at these. I mean, so spectacular. Look at those chemtrails and the redness of the sky that's up there as well. I mean, there is a lot going on, isn't there? And these are in high definition using a top quality camera, and he is sending so much evidence in. It's just stunning to see. There's the sun like this red haze above. Can you see this? All this trash again in the sky. I mean, also Jacob is turning around saying that he's seeing a lot of strange, weird things up there in our skies, and we all are as well. We really are seeing some strange things. I mean, last night I went out and looked at the moon, okay, and those chem clouds were very strange, okay, in front of the I mean, above in the skies, and there was a white object that moved very fast behind it. I mean, it just caught my eye. You know when something catches your eye? And then I was there looking up and couldn't see it again, but it was there. It was faster, quicker than anything that we know of. It just whizzed past up there behind those chems. Very, very strange. But again, Jacob, thank you for sending these images in. Okay, I've got 3 attachments, 3 videos that have been sent in by a kind subscriber from Forest Studios, and we're going to show you these videos as well. This footage, it's like a time lapse, so you will see first of all this red huge reflection as the sun, before the sun rises, from the system, the Nibiru system. Okay, now I will play the footage for you, and please view closely. You will see a lot of trash being pumped up there as well. Every day we're getting this. Okay, I'm going to play the part where you see this red reflection coming in as the sun before sunrise. Okay, very, very interesting, and we're seeing this every day. Every day we're seeing all of this, so I'm going to play this part for you again. You'll see this pink sunrise, this red reflection coming up before the sun. Can you see this now? As that comes up, and then you'll see the plasma coming from our sun. Something is in front of it now. See that red reflection there on the right hand side? Let me show you again. It's now, you can see the timestamp up there, 5:40, and then again you will see the red huge reflection that's coming up on the can you see this now? It rises and then it disappears, and then you've got the sunlight. So we see and has seen in the past that sunlight, but now we've got the heavenly objects that are in front of it between us and the sun. Many parts of Switzerland and other parts of the world are seeing this red sky just as much as we are all seeing the same skies. So thank you for your respect for sending this footage in. I know that it's other parts of the months, different months and things, but again, people have stored this information into their emails and things, and they've kept it to themselves, and now they are starting to bring out the true footage of what they've caught, and we are here to produce the images. So, I mean, it's so evident, isn't it? So, thank you again. Again, more evidence of another piece of footage that's coming in as well from Frost Studios, and also this is called the Sky Rail Cam, another part of Europe. And what we see here, okay, is our natural sun that's coming up on the horizon, and them chemtrails, and then an object that's in front of our sun through the day that dims the land, this white sun, this white disk that automatically starts showing different colours and changes in dim and dark shadows. So I will play this footage for you, and as the sun rises, please take note of the colour of it, and then it changes. We're all now just seeing a white hot object that's up there in front of our sun. We just all know now that there is something that's cloaking our celestial body, the sun, as we would all see those other objects. And again, it'd be very interesting to view the skies on the 21st of August, because I believe that we will catch something. So please email me the footage when you do capture that eclipse as well. Here also on this footage as well, and this is from the northern hemisphere, okay, we can also see that there's another light source up there as well, and also they spray all these toxins up there as well. So I'm going to play this video for you too. It's very short, but it's worth watching everything. It's so important, isn't it? Here's another video, short video, that's sent in as well by Frost Studios, and look at the way these chemtrails move up in the sky. They twist as they are hiding the truth up there, because this is what they do, right to the horizon, up above our heads. They throw all this toxic waste up there so we can't see Nibiru. So I'm going to play this video as well. Just very spectacular, these formations. I did pause it and start it again because if you can see here clearly on the screen, there is something lighting up also in the skies. Multiple light sources, as you saw on the footage. They were just waves of chems that are hiding the truth, as the Earth's magnetic field is being affected by these huge celestial bodies and these light sources we're seeing in the sky. This is not from our sun, this is from something else. They are covering the truth. And on the footage there were other light sources. So again, thank you for all this excellent hard work that you're producing as well. We're all in it together to show the truth. More wonderful images coming in from Catty. And this again is in the UK. I mean, she's very persistent on what she sees. And also with the Forest Studios images we see on that video footage of this yellow strange coloured sun on the horizon and then chemtrails. So we're seeing the same skies across the world. I will show you another one of Catty's images, and thank you for your respected message. Also, Catty has spotted something in the night sky. Can you see this object, this light source up here? Look. I don't believe it to be a star, and nor does Catty as well. There was something up there. Let me zoom into this for you. Very strange. Just a very strange formation. So again, it's so important to catch anything. As I've said in all the other videos, it's all about noticing those changes and seeing objects. Now, Catty said this was moving across the sky. What is it? It can't be an aeroplane or anything else. It's something that's up there, isn't it? So again, thank you for your persistence, and any other images that you send in, please, that's show everybody, it's very important. Okay, these last two images are coming in from Little John, and he is a fantastic subscriber, sends in a lot of emails and also sees those evidence. I mean, look at this image. Are you telling me now that there is nothing wrong with our skies? I mean, look at the state of those chems, and look at that pink reflection coming from the area of the sun, and these strange formations as well of other chemtrails, these objects that cause these chemtrails we saw in the other images. And again, the trees, they're dying, aren't they? The skies have changed and the sun is dimming, and we've got a huge problem on our hands. I'm going to show you this last image from Little John, and I will do another video to produce more of his work. It's absolutely outstanding. All your work is guaranteed to wake people up, because we are seeing some strange formations. This is the last image on this video, and I'll produce another video shortly, because we've got mountains of images just like this one on the screen as showing the truth. Now again, look at the moon on this image and look at that red reflection. Look at the colours on these chemtrails. There's definitely something that's travelling with our moon in that area of the sky, because the moon doesn't give off this strange formation of these colours. It just doesn't. And look at these trees as well, and it's supposed to be, I mean, that part of the world is supposed to be hot and all the trees are supposed to be fine, but most of them now are dying. So again, thank you for viewing the video, and I will do another video very shortly this evening from Matt Rogers. Colourant in the sky, very, very strange, and the moon as well was moving very strangely. I mean, and it was a lot bigger and a lot brighter, so something huge is reflecting on our system, on those chemtrails as well. We just see this haze all the time. So I'm going to move to another one of Dawn's images. Here is the next image. I mean, look at these strange formations, and this is what I saw last night as well. I studied the moon for about 2.5 hours, and these crazy cream and black colours up in the sky, just very strange. I mean, look how the moon looks and illuminates here on the left hand side. It brightens up and flashes and then dims down again. Something is going on, isn't it? These changes are so evident now as well, and in the daytime we're seeing these rainbows, this reflection again right up in the atmosphere. And I believe that these objects, these heavenly bodies, are reflecting and being cloaked all the time. But I mean, look at this. I mean, you can just see that this system, these clouds, are very much different from the normal clouds that we see in the night sky. Just another stunning image of these chemtrails, these toxins in the sky, and this strange bright colour of the moon that's behind up there in our above atmosphere, and you can clearly see that the whole system, the whole of the sky is completely changed. These formations are very strange, aren't they? And I've had a few people that have sent in emails as well that they look like faces. What are they? I mean, where are they coming from? So again, it's just being persistent and keeping our eyes to the skies. So I will now move to another one of Dawn's fantastic images. This is another fantastic image. You can see clearly those creamy coloured reflections above on the screen there, and you can see where the moon is cut into those chemtrails. It's far too bright, isn't it? And there's a red reflection there as well. Just very strange, and strange formations. And Dawn is very persistent with these images, and she's always looking up at the moon all the time. And there's Good afternoon, it's Matt Rogers. It's Sunday, the 9th of the 7th, 2017, here in the Northern Hemisphere. And we are all seeing those changes in the skies, those hammerhead chems, pilots that are still spraying our atmosphere with those harmful toxins. And again, we've got that huge brown dwarf star, Nemesis and Nibiru, that's heading close to our system now. So all these excellent images coming in from fantastic people from all over the world that's enjoyed these images and see those changes. These fantastic images are coming in from Dawn Taylor, another fantastic subscriber that's noticing those changes. And last night I was viewing the moon as well, and again, this is what we saw as well. These dark looking chemtrails, okay, and these brown round, still they won't say a word. They will still lie to the members of the public around the world, and it's so unfair, isn't it? So again, we the ones have to keep going to show the truth. So I'm going to play this short video. It's 8 seconds long, but it's worth showing you what he saw, and thank you for bringing this footage in. It's just great that people are doing this. What I've done is I've slowed the footage down so we can get a clear view of what's going on, which David has sent in, so let's give this a go. Okay, fantastic work, and thank you again for this. And if you get any more video footage, evidence of those strange and fantastic people out there that are doing the same thing, we are all seeing all these strange formations. This is the next image that's come through as well. Can you see that disc, the moon? What is it, the moon? We've got to think twice about this, haven't we? Because it's far too bright. It's not like the normal grey moon that we see in the night skies. It's far too bright, and also it's these strange colours on these chem clouds are with it. So there is something that's reflecting, and it's reflecting a lot stronger than it has any other year. Okay, we've got a video that's come in by David Lagan, and he is in the USA, and this is a short video, but he's recognising as well that those pink chems, this pink reflection before the sun rises, and also he's noticed the trees around the world are being harmed. There's dying trees everywhere where he lives, and he's never seen this before in his life. And also I had a message as well saying that media will